Hey guys, and welcome to Cinders. It's a game by Molecube. I thought I'd show you guys how it works. It's best just to jump in. And you can see. I still can't believe I've been delaying this for so long. It makes me wonder, if I decided to act earlier, maybe things wouldn't be so broken between us. Maybe with just a little effort, this family wouldn't fall apart like this. But I suppose it was easier to complain and do nothing rather than try to change things. Isn't it always? Tonight it's different. This that I have changed. The night where my plans finally take effect. I can hear my stepsisters talking in soft voices in the hall. Imagine they too won't get any sleep tonight. During the last few days I've learned so much about them. But can I erase all the years they tormented and humiliated me? So, playing Cinders is a bit like reading a book. However, you're all presented with choices on what to say, think, or do. Your decision will shape the story ahead. I don't know what to think about it. So we get our first choice, people deserve a second chance, or people should get what they deserve. It's our family, so we're gonna say they deserve a second chance. You can't erase the past, that's for sure. But I know that sometimes we don't choose our fates. Were circumstances different, my stepsisters could be good people. We could be friends. Whatever happens, I hope they won't come into any harm. They deserve another chance. Okay, so we're already shaping our character and how they think. Meanwhile, in the hallway. I still can't believe she did it. I never would have suspected. Of course, because everyone did what it is you and never does anything out of the ordinary or expected. Ah yes, I'm sure you're able to foresee what happened. Did you see it in the tea leaves or reading in a child's book that afternoon while avoiding work and being useless as usual? I did entertain the thought that she might do something like this. If you must know. But believe what you want, I don't care. I always suspected she might try to do something. She was so secretive and compliant at times that an explosion seemed inevitable. I just didn't expect she had it in her. Gloria, please! Sometimes you sound like a cliché villain from a bad romance novel. Of course, if something isn't twisted, weird, or shocking, then you won't consider it. Not everybody's like you, Sophia. I like their mouth movements. I know not everyone is. You're not. Though you try your best to be like Mother, always responding the same way regardless of the situation. Predictable and boring. But you are not Cameros, remember? You do not lead, you mindlessly follow. It shows. Shut up, you. Open up. Open up in the name of the prince. It's him. What did he have to come? And in the middle of the night? Will the wonders never cease? I guess this night of change is not over yet. Just as your ridiculous cliché impressions, or impersonations, I apologize, aren't done yet either. There's no time for this now, though. I'm sure Mother will deal with you later. I'll summon her. You do that. Open up. I won't repeat myself. Mother? Sophia, don't stand like that. Open the door. Let this noisy man in. Yes, Mother. Ah, Captain, what brings you here at this time of night? Spare me these false pleasantries. You know why I'm here. Where is she? Very well, Sophia. Get Cinders here right away. Yes, Mother. Be quick about it, child. Captain, would you fancy some wine while we wait for my lazy stepdaughter? Don't push it. You know this is not a courtesy visit. I'm afraid a lot is going to change here tonight. He's right. Nothing will be the same. Nothing. I must admit, I'm afraid of it too. Some independent woman I am. Cinders, Mother has summoned you. Move. You know she doesn't like to wait. Fine, fine, I'm moving. Just give me a moment. Make sure it's quick. ... Cinders, I can... ... Can I ask you something? Yes, Sophia. This whole situation. What happened this evening? The guard bashed at the door and all. It's because of you, right? You planned it. Tell the truth. Lie to her. She is our sister. Let's just tell her the truth. Maybe life will come easier. Yes, I guess so. I guess so. I definitely made it happen. Funny. It all started with my stepmother summoning, just like now. Ooh, now we're going back in time. Whoa. 7 days earlier. What a beautiful morning. The last few days were all rain and gloom, but today is different. Today is summer in its fullest. You press escape or right to open the game, sign in, quit. We're now so progress, all is effort. It's nice to see a sun kid. They get pretty cold in this room of mine. Although, I don't feel so frisky right now. I could use more beauty sleep. I should have burned the midnight oil over a book. This game's getting a little bit more awkward. And a silly book too. Some analytic girl, pretty and numb as a freshly cut flower, shows divine humility, courage, while suffering oppression from her abusive family. Now she reigns Cinderella. Who writes these things? And do they really want young women to develop with this martyr-like attitude? Funny though. If it really is that bad, makes me so angry. Why did I read it in the first place? Maybe something in it really echoes a part of my own experience. I don't know. I'm not going to spend the morning wondering about it. Of course, it isn't like I'll enjoy the day either. Lady Camarosa will certainly make sure that I have to do the worst chores. The old hag could use any of her servants, but no, she always sends me. I get the feeling she simply wants to humiliate me. If only father was still here. On a day like this, he would surely take me to the forest. Yeah, we always went to the lake, the magical lake as he called it, and left a loaf of bread under the old tree. Gotta pay tribute to the fairies, you know, when they may need your help. Good old man. He used to tell me stories about the little folk, even when I was far too young to believe them anymore. I miss him so much. But enough daydream, honestly. Talk to myself way too much these days. It's only a moment before I start considering mice and sparrows, my only friends, and we'll go frolicking and sing together. What a sight that would be. Luckily I know better than that. I may get lonely sometimes, but I'm not empty-headed. Time to get up, Cinders. The day only has just started. Okay, that's us, I guess. Or, well, we're Cinders or the omnipotent observer, we don't know. But it's definitely about Cinders. Either way, and you never know what the future may bring. Cinders! Kinda like a Borderlands 2 introduction there. I still have some time before my sisters wake up. I should start my cleaning duties to have more time later on. Or I could try to finish that book I was reading last night. Or I could see stuff to do sweet nothing. Ha! If you miss something important, you can always rely on the game using up, wheel, or mouse. You can't make past decisions or through other important moments though. It's not like I have time for myself here though. Ooh. There we go. We're honest. We're good. Let's start cleaning. Since my father's death, Camarosa and her daughters treat me as their servant. Cinders do the cleaning. Cinders go to town. Cinders, why isn't my dress washed yet? Ah, I hate it so much. But what can I do? I have to stay patient and hope for the better. I'm not flimsy. If this is a test, I will face it with a smile. If I start cleaning now, it should be done before afternoon. Maybe even get some time for myself in the evening. Off to work then. I'll start with my room. I swear I gathered the dust from the whole residence. And I should also bring up some fresh flowers. My room may just be a repurposed storage, but that doesn't mean I should try to make it cozy, right? Cinders, are you there? Cinders, where are you? Sophia, I'm in the broom locker. Oh, you're clean already? So considerate of you. But I'm afraid Mother has different plans. She wishes to see you immediately. She wishes to see me? Did she tell you what she wants? Oh, of course not. Why would she? And why would I want to ask her in the first place? She looked rather angry though. That doesn't sound good. I hope I'm not some trouble again. You really could have asked her, you know. I think you mistook me for one of those gentle, well-mannered noble girls who cares about each other. So to break it to you, but I don't. If you are in trouble, that means I get a free pass today, so I'm rooting for it with all my heart, sis. Sophia! Because this is Sophia. Why aren't you one charming human being? Thank you. Now hurry up, let's get going already. Oh, shut up! I used to play in this hall as a child, but this building isn't much of a home anymore. Ever since my father passed away, feels like this place is just an empty shell. Man, she really does think a lot about every room she goes into. We have to go through all this exposition. I'm just kidding. I just like the classic main characters where it's like she probably walked into this room a million times, but the time we're actually paying attention, she does all this thinking. Anyway, Camarosa does her best to keep the rest of the day its former splendor, and I guess most would be fooled by it. But for me, this place feels like it's fading away. Oh, so you didn't get lost after all. I was starting to think that you couldn't find your way. But it seems you were just taking your precious time with no regard for the rest of us. You You're as hopelessly irresponsible as that sister of mine. No wonder that mother can't count on anyone other than me in this house. Gloria! Don't tell me you got caught up daydreaming about some prince coming to save you. Well, actually... Well, being rescued by a prince doesn't sound too bad. Haha, is that so? You're still such a child, Cinders. Daydreaming about nonsense like that? No wonder you're useless in the real world. Rah, 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 rah. Just so you know, that real prince is too busy keeping the kingdom together to be bothered to know as anyone, especially someone as plain as you. Kind of thought about doing like the syllable word text thing, because we really don't have anything better to do. But anyway, well, you know how much I hate to disturb your little daydreams, but Mother says she wants to speak with you. She says she has a special job for you, no doubt some rudimentally enough for you to handle. So you weren't sent here to fetch me then. Mother entrusts me with important tasks. Don't mistake me for being on your level. You wait here. I'll let you know that you finally rolled out of bed. Alright. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. This room feels empty again. Even Gloria's presence is better than nothing. Truthfully, I feel bad for her. I may be the servant down here, but her situation isn't that different from mine. Both Gloria and Sophia spend every waking moment doing Carmerosa's bidding. But just because it's scrubbing floors doesn't mean they're not servants too. Ah, so you're finally up, you lazy girl. Can't anyone in this house do what is asked of them? I swear you feeble-minded girls are going to be the death of me. Lady Camerosa! Lady Camerosa. Bah! You've wasted too much of my time already. I have a job for you. Go into town and find the merchant Tobias. I need to pay him a certain service. I'm giving you 200 sovereigns exactly. Don't you dare lose them. I must be a fool to entrust you with this much money, but unfortunately I have no one else to send. I had better plans for those two useless daughters of mine. Now hurry up, child. Time is of the essence. Carlos has been speaking to me this whole time, alternating between insults and orders. Do we really have to silently accept this? I will. Okay, I'll go. Really? Finally, someone wise enough to not question my orders. If only my dollars would follow suit. I have other things to deal with now. Don't dawdle, understood? Right. I suppose could be a worse trip. A trip to town isn't such a terrible thing. It's a beautiful day, and a great excuse to get away from the house. I won't even get in trouble for leaving as quickly as I can. Besides, Tobias has always been nice to me, so I'll enjoy seeing him again. This could be a rather pleasant trip. So I guess we're going to the forest. Walking to the forest, walking round, there to the Gino cannot be found. I suppose I should be grateful. Even though Camarosa's practically kicked me out of the house, it's better than staying there. It really is beautiful here, and it's a much needed break from that toxic house. The lake that my father took me to as a child isn't far away too. I really miss our trips to the lake. It would have been nice to visit again, if only for the sake of wonders. I wonder if I have enough time. Camarosa did tell me to hurry after all. Go to the town. I'm sure that if it takes me too long, Camarosa will make sure that I'm miserable. As much as I'd love to visit the lake, I suppose I should directly head into town. Finally at the town. I should probably head straight to Tobias' shop. Strange. What's that crowd over there? Everybody seems to be surrounding that building. Wonder if it's someone around here to tell me what's going on. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you tell me what the crowd is for? Oh, child, haven't you heard? A bunch of good-for-nothing thugs took their hideout there. Bastards kidnapped a child. I'm sure you know it's market day today. A lot of folks come into town to trade their wares. But there's also the unwelcome element, you know what I mean? One of the merchants caught some ruffians red-handed stealing from them. It gets no one's business. So we naturally glad whatever pony things came to hand and made sure these lowlifes know we don't take kindly to thieves in this town. Is that an Oliver Twist reference? Not sure. Those scum grabbed the child and locked themselves up in that house. They're threatening to kill the brat if anyone tries to enter. That's horrible! Oh, the poor mother. Thank goodness some lads know his proud. The captain of the prince's guard, drinking in the inn. A few men went to fetch her from the tavern. He grabbed that blade of his and went into the house without saying a thing. What's that good for nothing husband of mine would be so brave, but he's only good for drinking and complaining. Drinking? I'm guessing that's a typo actually, right here. I tell ya. It's been silent like a graveyard in the night since the captain went in. Who knows what's happening in there? Oh, such awesome times we live in. That truly is sad. Thank you for telling me. Hope that child doesn't get hurt. If the captain plans to fight, should it be dangerous in there? Wait, I better stop talking. Did something happen? Somebody's coming outside. Is that the captain of the guard? The child is safe now. Someone get rid of the bodies. Peralt! Captain of the guard. Wow, did you just take over an entire gang of bats on his own? He acts like it wasn't even a big deal. He disappears without waiting for anything. Feels as if he doesn't care what anyone thinks of him. I'm intrigued to know what sort of man would do something so heroic and yet remain so emotionless about the whole thing. It looks like the child has been reunited with his mother. What a relief. Oh no, I'm running late. I'd better go see Tobias right away. My story is neat and well organized as usual. So the look of things, he's been doing well for himself. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob his place instead of one of those poor merchants at the market. Whoa, that guy's a little bit of pip and splendor for me. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything all right? You seem a bit pale. I've just witnessed a terrible scene in the market. A group of big ends kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses. Heavens, did someone call the guards? Luckily, the captain is arrived and resolved the situation quickly with his sword. As messy as it may seem, that is his job. Glad to hear everyone's alright. Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know how to feel about it. You always had a gentle heart, Cinders. Have you missed it? Well, it's been too long since you last stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been? Much the same. Camarosa works me to the bone every day, and there are times when I wish I could just disappear. But I managed. And there are days that make me happy, like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. It looks like your shop is flourishing. It does well enough. I hope you know that you can come speak to me anytime you want. Tobias! I think she has a crush on Tobias. We used to spend so much time together when we were a teenager. Now that we're adults, it seems like we hardly catch a glimpse of each other. It's really a shame. You're right. It feels like childhood friendships disappear once you mature. It's hard to keep alive sometimes, even when you have the best intentions. Ha ha! Such a true statement. But I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days. Sadly, no. I'm on an errand for Camarosa. I'm here to pay you for, well, whatever she asked for. She's being very secretive about the whole thing. Oh, that. Now I'm even more curious about this errand. Ask him. So, what exactly did Camarosa ask you to do anyway? It sounds mysterious. I'm afraid I can't tell you. Why not? Well, promised Camarosa that I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd like to keep my word. Also, it's basic business ethics, Cinders. I understand, Tobias. We don't want to put Tobias in a bad situation. I understand you gave a word. I shouldn't force you to break it, even though Camarosa doesn't deserve such fair treatment. I'm glad you understand, Cinders. I really wish I could tell you, but keeping the job secret is part of our agreement. My reputation as a merchant is at stake here after all. Don't worry, Tobias. I won't do anything to make you ruin your reputation. Anyway, Camarosa said that you're supposed to give me money for this job. That's true, but I'm surprised she would send you to pay it for me. She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you? Around 200 sovereigns, I'd say. Just an estimate. That means Camarosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could negotiate a discount, I might get into Camarosa's good graces, or get some money for myself. Now, it's not our job to haggle. We are gonna give him the full price, because she said exactly 200 sovereigns. Well, I had precisely 200 sovereigns, so I suppose that's perfect. Thank you. I confess I'm glad Camarosa sent you. She would undoubtedly try to haggle the price down. Oh, was I supposed to haggle with you? I'm not a bad thing that I know. Of course, blah blah blah. Of course it's not a bad thing. It just shows how different you are from Camarosa. You're a very selfless person. That's a rare and beautiful trait these days. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that Camarosa sent you. It's a pleasure to do business with you. I'm happy that I got to see you again. Likewise. I really do miss seeing you, Tobias. I hope you come again soon. I'll do my best. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Camarosa that I will fulfill my part of the deal soon, and she should expect my full representation if I to come by sometimes tonight. Sure, I'll let her know. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I have no idea what your representatives nowadays. It comes with a trade, I guess. Start throwing coin around and suddenly you find yourself surrounded by people eager to run errands for you. coin, you say? I thought it had more to do with your magnetic personality. I used to be magnetic, but these days, trading metal were much too risky for me, so I stopped. All people do tend to underestimate the pain caused by flash-flying cutlery. There was a time in life when I forced to use my hands, but prefer not to speak about it. Oh, I've missed our talks, Tobias. Me too, Cinders. Hope to see you again. I hope so too. Take care, friend. Yeah, we really should get going back. But anyway, guys, that's been 20 minutes, so we will cut the recording here. I probably won't record any more of this Cinders stuff unless there's a great call for it. So if you want to see more of Cinders, just put a thing in the comments, and subscribe. I usually don't require people to subscribe, but if you do want to see more Cinders content, I want you to see it if I do make it. So that's it, and thanks everybody for coming out for Cinders.